skip it. See it or skip it. See it or skip it.
Welcome to New See It or Skip It. We're going to be talking about Tron Ares. Channing Tatum is out with Roofman. Plus, we've got John Candy's documentary on Prime Video and a special 30-year anniversary of one of my favorite ghost films ever made. And I, of course, am joined with Rebecca and Kent.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, it's so good.
Cool
I like
jacket,
it.
dude.
Okay, listen. It's not like I was told to put this on,
Who would? No.
and I happily put it on.
Yes.
Whoa.
You know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a windbreaker so that you can.
Inside, actually.
Inside. Yep, exactly. Now you know what happens when I'm sweating and I'm
You
wearing
get
all this.
de-rezzed, you know, it's fine.
Yep.
All right, well, let's talk about this. So Tron Ares came out this week. This has been the big ticket that has been promoted everywhere. Jared Leto is back on screen doing his thing.
Yeah.
But more than anything, this Tron Ares, it's a vibe.
Man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like when we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier.
Yes.
Yeah, and vibes are not enough for a movie.
Oh my gosh, the slow
Wait, hold on. Are we
Oh
hearing
my
vibe?
God.
Do you guys hear that?
Slow-mo vibe.
You guys hear that?
Jared
Oh
Leto's
my
coming.
gosh.
Okay.
It's ridiculously loud, Nine Inch Nails.
Hi, Jared Leto.
Yes.
Jared Leto's
The music
coming.
is playing right now. I don't know if you can hear it. It's playing. It's going to be in post.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Okay, it was royalty free, hopefully. Here's the thing about Tron Ares. Is it a perfect movie? No way at all. Is there a story to it? A little bit. But are the visuals fun? Yes. Is the music so loud that all you really are immersed in is the soundtrack and the visuals? Mm-hmm. And it feels intentional. I think they know what they were doing with the mixing of this movie. Whether or not the story actually holds up, Rebecca, you were on GTU talking about this.
Yeah, story. What story? They're two companies fighting over a piece of code that brings the digital into the real world. And then what?
Plus the Terminator.
Plus, I
Plus
guess.
There's Terminator, there's a little Blade Runner, there's
Sure.
a little there's a little bit of sci-fi thrown into all of this, but does it make for a cohesive story, Kent?
It makes for a cohesive story, but a story that's way too simple, right? There's nothing there. They spent so much time in the corporate warfare. They don't really talk about why Jared Leto's Ares character would want to be human, would want a actual life. And I wanted to go more into like, what does it mean for AI to want a life that we have? And they didn't go there.
And also, Greta Lee, I love Greta Lee. What personality traits did she have besides she had a sister once?
She was an exposition dump.
Yeah.
Well, she was on the run for the entire thing.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of time for her to actually sit down and have moments other than flashbacks.
I think her performance was more mechanical than Jared Leto's, and he was a program.
And you know what's fascinating about Jared Leto? Like, say what you want about his personal stuff, and a lot of people don't like him, and they are right to in all of these cases.
Of course.
He's very subdued in this role. He's
is.
not trying to morbid. He's not doing all kinds of, weird behind-the-scenes stuff. It seems like he actually is taking a step back and going, okay, what does this character need? And I think it might have needed more Jared Leto personality.
Well, and this movie is his baby. Like, he was pushing for this movie to be made for years, and so happy he got it. And maybe this is the least I've ever hated Jared Leto. But
That's the
Sure.
compliment right there.
yeah.
No, I think he was very serviceable in the role. He wasn't hard to watch at all. I mean, I wish that, maybe like added a little more humor, right? Because the humor was a little like, oh, you don't quite get humor, but you're trying, right? I wish there was a little more character to him.
Oh, I don't know. He really likes Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and how about that for like a fourth wall break kind of in the Tron universe to be like, and let's talk about Daft Punk and stuff.
In the 80s and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So are you a fan of the first two Tron movies, or is this kind of sixes?
The first one's whatever. Like, it's from the 80s. It's whatever. Tron Legacy, I think it's great. I mean, I'm not going to go, like, banging the drum for Tron Legacy, but I don't think it's horrible.
I think Tron Legacy has aged so well over time that, like, we all want to see Garrett Hedlund and Olivia Wilde back in the roles. And this movie disregards it a little too much. It gives a lot of fan service to the original Tron, which is cool to see. But, like, nostalgia has also got to be, like, good.
Nostalgia needs to have reason for it.
Reason, exactly.
And this one, there's a couple parts that just don't seem like there's a big reason for it. But again, when you've got Nine Inch Nails giving you an insanely loud score, and loud in a good way, where just I feel completely immersed with it, I had a fun time in the theater, and I can't deny that.
I also don't know how I feel about like optimistic Nine Inch Nails music. Like bumpy, happy Nine
Listen,
Inch
have you
Nails.
heard any Pixar score? That's optimistic Trent Reznor right there. I think the same thing. I think this, much like any Tron movie, it is a vibes movie where you go to watch it truly in IMAX. I really enjoyed sitting there going like, just let this take over, story, get out of the way. The visuals, this one delivers action where there should be story, which is cool to see, but also doesn't give you much to leave the theater with. But the experience itself is worth it to me.
Rebecca,
I know
do you
that's
think
weird.
good movies can just be vibes? Like, do they have to be involved with like a perfectly written, perfectly acted? But if it can just be something that's stylistically interesting, can that push it over?
So,
Like Good Boy?
I think Him is a great example. Him, I think, was a vibe. Him also had layers and nuances to it, whereas Tron Legacy just has a MacGuffin, go get, and like that's it.
Similar criticisms with him and Tron Ares on that too, as far as story goes, and us wanting a little bit more.
Yeah.
That being said, if I'm going to recommend it to people, I would definitely say it's a $5 Tuesday. Like,
Sure.
if you want to go in with a couple friends, just vibe with the music, go home, you're going to be listening to the soundtrack. And like, I immediately went back to it to listen to some of my favorite parts. But that's for me. So, tentative see it on a $5 Tuesday.
You say no?
No, I thought it was boring. I thought it was soulless, and
Take the jacket off, Ken.
Listen, I'm saying go see it in the theater. I don't think this is a movie that will improve your movie knowledge or make you a better person, but it's an experience. And sometimes you need those, especially this late in the season when we're getting dramas and a couple horror movies.
It does make me wonder if this came out during the summer, if it had been a little bit stronger.
I don't know. It would be going up against like Jurassic World and Fantastic Four and Superman. I think it would have done
Jurassic
more
World was
harm.
kind of nostalgia vibes too, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they were playing the
all
same
were.
tune
Yes.
in a couple parts.
Same kind of story too, like company after MacGuffin.
Yeah. Is this a new trope that we're going to be seeing in the future?
New.
There's nothing new about it. All right, can I take the shield jacket off?
Yeah.
Okay,
While you
thank
take the jacket off, let's go ahead and cut over to our physical media savant, Leo, who's going to tell us what is out on this week for physical media. Take a look.
Hello, see it or skip it. Wait, much better. Hi, I'm Leo. I'm here to tell you guys everything new that came out on physical media this week. Let's get this started. First up, we have Bad Guys 2. This is a great movie for the whole family, and it's a great sequel. It's available now on 4K and Blu-ray. Next up, we have I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's available on Blu-ray and 4K. Did this one reboot the franchise? We'll see. Next up, we have F1 available on 4K and Blu-ray. This one was a surprise. Now you can experience the first-person perspective at home. Next up, we have Nobody 2, a great sequel, good action movie for all the dads. It's available now on 4K and Blu-ray. A classic comes to 4K for the first time. We got Spawn from Arrow Video, a great boutique label. Make sure to get yourself a copy. And just in time for the spooky season, we have the Rocky Horror Picture Show on 4K. If you love musicals, this is the one for you. Those are all the titles I recommend to you guys this week on physical media. Make sure to get yourselves a copy. See it or skip it. Thank you for having me, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right, let's get into the stuff that we want to talk about here. Roofman, Channing Tatum. This is a true story about a guy that was robbing tons of McDonald's, breaking in through the roof, wasn't getting caught, but was also a very kind thief. He was giving jackets to the workers as he was stuffing them in the freezer, calling the police immediately after. He eventually gets caught and then breaks out of prison, goes back into it, and has to be on the run, hiding out in a Toys R Us, of all things. Kent, did you see this? And what do you
Yeah,
think?
absolutely saw it. I was so surprised when knowing this is a true story going, they're making this guy a little too nice, right? Channing Tatum's character is a little too sweet, right? He's trying to, he misses his family, but he's also trying to create a new one in a way, and you're like, no way, there was no way this guy was this nice. And they kind of actually show the true story a little bit, and I'm like, that's a really charming story, actually.
Nice guys, he found himself in a troublesome spot where he
Yeah.
had to resort to crime. Not all criminals are
Sure.
like mean, evil people.
Robin Hoods. Would you consider him a Robin Hood?
I mean, yeah, they benefit for himself, whereas like Robin Hood is generous for everybody.
For peanut M&Ms, absolutely, he's a Robin Hood.
Or for Kirsten Dunst. Then he will be a Robin Hood, and he'll grab toys and all that stuff. He does develop a relationship with somebody that is an employee at Toys R Us, but he does it by basically spying on everybody. So I do think the charm only goes so far because it's Channing Tatum. But once you start thinking about this guy, you're like, he's just the biggest manipulator on the planet. And he was still doing it while on the run? That's wild to do that.
Novice, rookie moves. I've been calling him Charming Tatum because I thought he was like so extreme.
And I really think that the trailer kind of sold this movie wrong because it's selling it as a comedy. Channing Tatum is so funny. This is like a sweet, tender movie, right? It's more of a drama.
Yeah.
There is some hilarious moments, though.
There are.
Don't get me wrong. The Toys R Us running around naked was ridiculously funny. I talked to him a little bit about that too. But overall, this reminds me a lot about of Bernie. Did you guys see that with Jack Black, where you have this character who obviously is in the wrong, but you still root for him either way. I love the direction in it. This is a director that has not done anything in this lighter of a tone. He did Place Beyond the Pines. He did Blue Valentine. To go to this is wild, but does it so well.
Yeah, that was the whole time I was watching the movie. I was like, wow, this guy did Place Beyond the Pines. This is an insane turn. It's like Darren Aronofsky directing Caught Stealing earlier this year.
Yeah, this year our directors are spreading out. They're trying new things.
I love it.
More commercial.
And even Channing Tatum is spreading his wings a little bit, dramatic-wise. He's a little bit skinnier. Which you're like, it's good to see. He seems more like he's acting in this movie.
And it seems a lot like the supporting cast around are also really helping with it. Peter Dinklage is a standout for me in this. Just completely the worst boss that you could be with. He could probably end up in Horrible Bosses 3 or whenever they make the sequel. Just throw him in there,
but
too.
blink and you miss it, Ben Mendelsohn in this movie.
Jump scare complimentary Ben Mendelsohn. He shows up and I'm like, why weren't you advertising that Ben Mendelsohn was in this?
Because Ben Mendelsohn advertises when Ben Mendelsohn wants to advertise.
He's not the villain? Wow.
No, but he was fantastic in it too. Overall, would you say this is one that's going to win out the week for everybody?
Of the movies that are in theaters this week, I think this is the one with the most substance, the most heart, like the one that is most worth your dollar.
Yeah, I agree. This would be my recommendation. It's still like maybe not a theater watch, but still go support it in the theater because I want it to do well. So
I want people to go and check this out in theaters too. So it's a definite see it for me, see it for you too. Make sure that you check that out when you get a chance. But with that being said, let's talk about this interview that I did.
I wanted to invite you to my toy drive.
We sell toys here. We don't give them away. Wow.
I would like to introduce you to someone who made a generous toy donation.
That's so kind of you.
It is so great to meet you both, and this is such an incredible movie. I loved both of your chemistry. When you're dealing with like somebody that's kind of basing a relationship off of a lie, there's still love in that relationship that you can see, but is that the basis of it still when it's being founded on something that's not true?
Well, I think Jeff was, from my perspective, playing Jeff was still being Jeff. Like, he wasn't playing a person. He just got a clean slate. And he got to start anew with people that would really like kind of give him a shot and not come into it with any expectations or projections onto him. And he got to be the person that he kind of probably always wanted to be. I think if he found someone like Lee earlier in life, he might have not have made some of the decisions that he made.
Do you think Lee knew early on that he was being deceptive, or how long do you think it took?
I mean, I think, you know, you always have those pangs inside your gut and intuition, and like, she didn't want it to be true, so I think that she definitely turned a blind eye for a little bit, you know, before it bubbled to the top, kind of, yeah.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently. Like, what if I made different choices? Would I have ended up here?
It's been 6 months and still no leads on the whereabouts of the escaped convict known as the Roofman.
Some of the most fun moments are when you're in the Toys R Us just going through all kinds of shenanigans. I know the director here has a famous thing of pulling pranks on the cast and doing things. I have to ask, the slip hazard scene that will end all slip hazard scenes in film, how much of that was a prank and how much was actually planned?
The trip was definitely planned, like the clothesline scene. Yeah, in the slippy, slidey shower, Mr. Dinklage and I's meeting. That was actually the first time we had acted together.
Police believe the Roofman may still be in the area.
What the? Oh my God! and met, really. So that was fun. That was especially, like, he was so sweet. He made it so, like, you know, that's never an easy thing to do, is be like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm such a fan.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun day. All right, cool.
Yeah.
He's such a pro and such a, like, just a beautiful human. I love him so much. He made that day so easy and fun, and if one of those days can be fun, because Derek definitely, having filmed a lot with him before that scene, I knew that there was going to be, you know, not problems or tricks or anything, but because he didn't actually know how he was going to shoot it. I didn't know that we were going to kind of do it in one continuous thing where I was like, oh, I thought you'd pick the shots and the angles that you wouldn't see stuff. And yeah, so I think we had to do a lot in post to kind of make it not an X-rated movie. but yeah.
We'll watch the X-rated cut later.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come out.
Final question. This is actually from our Good Things Utah host, Nisha DeGaring. She has had a poster of this guy on her window for I don't know how long, but she wants to switch it up. So she wanted to have you pitch to her why Roofman should be the new poster for her.
I don't know what poster she has on
I'm not gonna tell you.
on the wall, but look, this is by far and away, I think, my favorite movie that I've been in, and maybe ever. I think I've kind of, I don't know, reached a new place in my craft or whatever we call this, and I don't know, I'm just really proud of it. I love this movie. I love everyone that's in it. I love Derek. Just truly took me to a different place in my life. Even I think I'm just this is 2.0, I guess, or however many O's we are away. So I don't know, 3.4, 4.5 point, whatever. We're there.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much. It's so great meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what is out on streaming. First up, this is on Prime Video. John Candy, I Like Me.
Who are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Walensky, polka king of the Midwest.
Del Griffith, director of sales, shower curtain ring division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're gonna smile.
He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
Guess my secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of jumped to a different level.
I like John Candy.
Yeah, he's impossible not to like.
What's the first interaction that you had watching a movie, seeing John Candy on screen?
Oh, pass.
Home Alone.
Great Outdoors.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, which I probably shouldn't have been watching at that age. I was like 8. But still, I didn't get the jokes.
What's great about John Candy is every role he's done, he's been fantastic in.
Yeah.
Any movie he's been in, he has brought it up and built more onto it. And I love seeing how much all of the stars that were in his life just absolutely adored him. All they would say in the documentary, in fact, Bill Murray was like, if you only get kind things about John Candy, then you failed. Like, someone's got to come up with something mean to say about this guy.
Bill Murray would say that.
And he's like, I'll think of something. There's so many great interviews in this documentary. You get to see a lot about his childhood, the difficult, almost impossible circumstances he was raised in, and then where his passion led in his career.
And that's what I loved about it, is just like he was destined for stardom, even though he's never looked it.
Sure.
Right? Then they talk about like his body type, and they're like, this guy was always going to be a movie star. Everyone knew it from the very second he was starting in improv.
Oh, cool.
And everyone was just always revering him. Like you said, he was the kindest person. The big theme of the movie is the second he's talking to you, you're the only person in the room.
Aww.
And it's like, that's John Candy, this movie star. It was really incredible to see, almost like a puff piece, but you're like, I believe this all. I believe it all.
Yep. No, and that's tough. Like a lot of documentaries, especially ones where the person is still around and they're making the documentary, I'm always worried that it's a little too soft. They're hiding things because obviously the person's already still here. Maybe they're producing it even, Taylor Swift, some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in this case, I do think it's genuine. I think all of these people just really loved this guy, and seeing what a dent he made in the cultural zeitgeist and in film and in our childhoods is pretty incredible. So I think this is a documentary everybody would love.
Yeah, and this is on Prime Video, you say?
Prime Video, you can check it out.
Movie?
Yeah, I believe it's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
But
yeah,
really easy watch.
Yeah, it's all comedy legends being interviewed here with footage from his movies as well, and from his time on SNL and Second City. Definitely worth watching. Just get a sneak peek, I guess.
Yep. Well, definitely check that out. And also out on Netflix. What is the name of this movie? I didn't even watch it.
The Woman
I'm sorry.
Cabin 10.
Someone's gone overboard.
Who did she see?
It's the woman next door, the woman from the cabin there.
She said it was from cabin 10.
Yes, sir, that's what's so unusual.
I was backing in, I turned around and...
Never a guest staying in here, Miss Blackie. Everyone's accounted for.
It's
I
from
didn't
the
know it
genre of
existed.
The Woman from The Woman In.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Woman in Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so it is adapted from that type of like beach read mystery thrillery novel. I read it a couple of weeks ago, as I do.
On purpose?
On purpose.
Okay. Were you in an airport?
No, but
Okay.
it is like an airport
Totally.
book.
Yeah.
The main character, played by Keira Knightley in the movie, she is a journalist who is invited on this luxury yacht, and one evening she overhears a woman fall overboard. There's a scuffle, some kind of fight. Here's a woman fall overboard. The problem is everyone on the yacht is accounted for. So so the book and the movie spend the time trying to suss out what's going on. And the book, so sorry to say, a little dumb. Just a little dumb.
Okay.
Keira Knightley's character is super unlikable. In the movie, they've made her likable, they've made her respected, but they've also dumbed it down even just like a little bit more to meet an hour-and-a-half runtime.
Yeah.
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 Now, what's the fall? When the lady fell out and you heard the noise, was it like the Wilhelm scream?
No, that would have made it better.
A little bit better. Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember why she was invited on this fancy yacht in the first place. Like, she's a journalist.
Yeah,
She has
so
a history, but everyone else is very, like, hoity-toity. They're elitists of society.
yeah, so she has. In the movie, as a journalist, she has a reputation of covering really in-depth human stories. And the owner of the yacht, his wife, they're philanthropists in charge of, like, foundations. You don't exactly know, but she is dying of cancer, and she wants to tell her story to Keira Knightley's character. And her whole plan is she plans to give away all of her wealth.
Yeah.
And so Guy Pearce, her husband, maybe not on board with that.
I love Guy Pearce.
On board.
Yeah.
Good one. So is this a Netflix film that is worth watching your whole undivided attention, or is this during laundry, or should you just skip it?
Truthfully, I hate that we tend to describe Netflix movies as like pop it on while you're doing laundry,
Yeah.
but that's what this is, and it is of that Netflix flavor where it's very green, blue, dark, shadowy tones, like Ozark, other mystery shows that they have. So it is kind of like going to McDonald's.
It's, you know, like Hallmark Christmas movies where you can like watch the beginning and ending and you can skip the middle and you still get the movie. That's kind of this. This is like gaslighting the movie. It's what we've seen in several Liam Neeson movies or Flight Plan, you know, of the 2000s era. And now we have it here and you're like, oh, I've seen it before. And that's really, and I mean, I love to see Keira Knightley again, right?
She's great in everything that she does.
Guy
So
Pearce chewing the scenery, right?
I never recognize him whenever he's on screen.
Oh, every time
movie,
I'm like, he's probably bad.
Every movie I see that he's in, I'm like, oh, that's Guy Pearce.
So if you love these two, you might still want to check it out.
Just for liking the actors, but not the characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's largely forgettable.
Okay. Well, with that, that's probably a skip it for both of you.
Yeah, it's a skip it.
Oh, I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah.
Let's move on finally to this 30-year anniversary of Casper, the Friendly Ghost. Did you guys watch this movie?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You've never? Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm Casper.
Oh, look, it's Casper.
Sorry.
Remember ghosts?
Are we scary or what?
They're simply spirits with unfinished business.
All I want's a friend.
Come with me if you want to live.
Can you hurt me? No. Can I hurt you? No. Cool.
Christina Ricci. Oh my.
So
A ghost?
My childhood, I had the biggest
Bill
crush
Pullman.
on Christina Ricci.
I'm sure. I've heard this movie was like the awakening for a lot of young
It was
people.
Devon Sawa and Christina
Yeah,
Ricci.
yeah.
Right? And Bill Pullman, for Pete's sake. Like,
Why not?
Yeah, this movie was delightful back in the day. I would actually say the CG with the ghosts still holds up.
Yep.
I watched this a year ago.
The
and it's
ghost
still...
a child?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. And there's a lot of other ghosts around. There's Stretchy, there's Fatso, there's Stinky.
Yeah.
It's kind of an Addams.
Well, it's the 90s.
It's like an Addams
What's his
family.
name? Casper.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. Really weird story, but there are these tiny dilapidated houses down in Wyoming, and we would name them after the Casper ghost because one was huge, one was very like stretched out, and the other just stunk. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
This movie, I think, still stands the test of time, mainly because Amblin Entertainment was one of the producers. So Steven Spielberg had his hands in this, and you could feel that just from the tone.
Like we think about adaptations of old properties now, and we're like, ugh, that was soulless. This one worked and still holds up.
It's an adaptation?
Yeah, of Casper the Friendly Ghost from way back in the day, the old animated series. We'll get there. We'll watch we'll have a little marathon.
It's my first day.
Yeah.
But wait, what were you watching back then? So Casper wasn't on your radar.
Oh, what year was this?
So this is 94.
94,
or 95, sorry.
Maybe 95.
Lion King, Aladdin,
Yeah, okay,
like Disney movies.
So this one just kind of went past.
I was reading Michael Crichton novels.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
You know what I love about it is also the practical effects. The set design of this house is incredible. It felt like the Haunted Mansion ride, to be honest. The way that they had one of those chairs just like lifting through and going through the Rube Goldberg machines on it. And the heart in this is really, really earnest. I think Christina Ricci's character and Casper have like one of the kindest, cutest friendships that was of that time. Do you see them ever wanting to go back and revisit this?
Yeah, I do.
Oh no, like a Freaky
I mean, come
Friday.
on, like we have Wednesday, right? Christina Ricci will kind of probably do anything. So I can see them.
Well, Christina Ricci was in Wednesday, so
yeah,
there
Devin
you go.
Sawa is still in the genre, so.
How did Casper die?
I don't want to
that's a great
spoil.
question.
I don't
Yeah.
wanna spoil a 30-year-old movie.
Okay. Okay, I'll go home and watch it, I guess.
Yeah, we convinced you.
And it's in theaters, so you can see it on the big screen too.
And I feel like this is like, I have a 12-year-old, and I'm trying to find gateway horror movies so that she'll become as desensitized as I am eventually. And Casper is one of those phase 1 movies where you're like, it's about ghosts, but it's really quite cute and funny.
And it can scare you still.
Yes.
Like, it's got just a little bit of that fear that as a kid you're like, ooh, was I supposed to see that part?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh.
But for us, it's a see it, and maybe for you.
You're gonna see it.
Oh my God.
Threat.
I'll get the jacket.
No, not the Tron jacket.
Well, I had so much fun talking about all of these movies. What is your pick of the week, though?
Roofman for me. I mean, like, I think Tron is a cool experience. See it, like you said, maybe for cheap. But Roofman, just go see this weekend. Be supportive of it. It's a good movie.
Yep, Roofman?
Yeah, Roofman for sure. One movie I didn't get to see that I know is in theaters right now, Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Yeah.
I missed it at Sundance.
Yeah.
I'm hearing great reviews for it. I'm going to try to go see it tonight. But Roofman.
Yep, that is something we should probably talk about next week when we return. And also, A House of Dynamite is in limited release. You can check that out at the Broadway Theater in Salt Lake. Peacemaker just wrapped its second season. Not that good. Alien Earth. What other things
we
did
haven't
we finish?
badmouthed Alien Earth.
Badmouth?
Alien Barf. Just not.
It's horrible.
No.
Yeah.
These last few episodes
you guys
got ridiculous.
are wrong.
Usually.
Well, you tell us. Were we right or were we wrong with any of our thoughts today? Leave a comment down below. See the QR code right there. Go ahead and scan that. It'll take you to everywhere where you can follow and like our videos. Can't tell the people where I can find you.
You can find me at the Bacon Cell Podcast and ShowtimeShowdown.com.
And Rebecca?
You can find me every week at Geek Show Podcast or at YouGrossRebecca on Twitter and Instagram.
Thank you once again to Leo for helping us out with that physical media. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of you. And until then, here's a sneak peek of what we have next week.
Vengeance is mine.